Hi guys, so in this tutorial we'll take a look at how we can handle alerts. Okay, so for this particular tutorial we're going to use this website as a practice. Okay, and the flow for this tutorial is we're going to click this button and in a little pop-up, so we will type something and then we click OK, and then we will click this again. We'll type in something and then we'll click cancel. Okay, so that's the flow that we'll go through. Now let's walk through the codes. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a WebDriver object to launch Google Chrome. So you do this with WebDriver, driver equals new Chrome driver, and then you type driver.get and put the link inside here to get to this web page. Okay, so after that's done, the next step will be to click the button to trigger the alert. So you want to click this particular button called click for JS prompt. Okay, so how we do this is we will create a new web element object. We call it alert button, and then type driver.findElement by XPath and this particular XPath. Okay, so I use this XPath to locate this button. Of course, you can use other locators, but for me, I decided to use this one as my locator. And after you located the button, you then click, you then call the .click method, which will click the button. Okay. So the next step will be to switch to the alert. So the thing about handling alerts is you have to switch to the alert after the alert pop-up comes up. And after you switch, then you enter the text that you want, and then you accept the text. Accept means clicking OK. Okay, so first thing we have to do is we have to create the alert object. Then we call it prompt alert, and then type equals driver.switch2.alert. So this line switches to the alert that popped up. Okay, and then we just do a system.print line just to print out the alerts text. Okay, and then we're going to send keys. So we're calling the send keys method because we want to type into the prompt that appeared just now, this one. So we want to type inside here, so we use send keys. And after we type whatever you want to type, the next one will be to call the accept method. So the accept method is to essentially click on this OK button, which will close the window, and then we'll do a system.print line to say that the alert was accepted with the input. Okay, so this is one case for the entering and then clicking OK. Another case would be when we want to cancel instead of clicking on OK. So we have to trigger the alert again. So we trigger the alert with a alert button and call the click method, and then this then we just do the same thing as just now. Okay, it's the same thing, but the difference is just this dismiss. And what dismiss means is that we will click on cancel instead. So everything else is the same except for dismiss. So we will click cancel, and then a system out.print line to say that the alert cancelled. Okay. Okay, so that is the full flow. So let's run and see how it goes. Okay, so that happened very quickly, and you can see the alerts were popping up and then closing. And in our console, you can see there are these print lines in the console. So the first one is for the accepted with input. second one is for cancelled. So from here we can see that the alerts were handled correctly according to the flow that we wanted. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching.